Hi, my name is Tennille Vera, and I'm a makeup artist and a men's groomer. Today I have Correy K here, and I'm going to groom him for his headshots. Correy, how are you?
I'm good, man. I'm feeling good. I'm here, ready to get pampered, you know what I'm saying?
I love that, and I love to make sure that my guys also feel good, look their best. So usually for headshots, I'm gonna start with mattifier. What's like a typical men's grooming day for you, Correy? Do you what does it mean for you? What do you?
Grooming means a lot for me because, you know, we're in front of the camera all the time. We go into different places, different events. So I got to make sure like my haircut is nice. I got to make sure my face is fresh, you know, face is clean, teeth are clean. So it's just getting up, you know, washing my face, brushing my hair. What's crazy is I use a lot of women's product.
Oh, that's cool.
For my face because the men's products are very strong.
What's your favorite women's product?
I use Dove soap. This is the crazy part. It's very simple and very
Dove is
soft.
a very unisex brand.
Yeah,
That's not a woman.
a lot of women use it though. I mean, Dove is like, you know, I feel like that's a women's brand.
Okay.
There's another brand that I use. What's a good brand is John Legend has a brand too.
Oh.
Cleansing, face cleansing brand that I use. And that's good on the skin. It's not too harsh. It's all natural products.
So you use a cleanser, moisturizer. Like, break down your skincare regimen. Like, what's a grooming day? Like, when you have time and you're away from all the chaos, the parties, the events, how are you grooming yourself?
Wash my face. I put the moisturizer on. Keep that on. I make sure I try to wash my face at least 2 to 3 times a day. If I'm going out, you know, moisturize it. A good lotion that's not too oily because I have dark skin. So for some reason, oily products look super oily on me. So it's like I can't, especially when in front of the camera, it just looks crazy.
Exactly.
You know, so.
A lot of people, they say they don't want to look too dry, but honestly, in front of the camera, you read more shiny. So it's a thin line between looking dewy and sweaty, and like if you just ran a mile in a $10,000 suit, it never looks good. You know, and that's where usually my job comes in.
But you're the expert. What am I supposed to be using on my face?
Well, based on your skin, what I'm looking at is just natural, not too harsh cleanser. So I have this Scotch Porter face wash that I usually recommend. It's very gentle on the skin, but it
These
also
are things I could like buy in the store.
This is something you could buy online in the store, and you use a face wash. This has exfoliating properties in it, so it pretty much helps with any type of discoloration, hyperpigmentation, blemishes, breakouts, and then you have to go in with your moisturizer. So I always recommend like something like
I use a lot of Kiehl's,
Right. So today I'm going to go in and moisturize your skin.
You know what's the issue with me, especially in this business I'm in, nightlife, is the under eye. My eyes look puffy a lot. I guess because of the lack of sleep. And
Absolutely.
like, you know,
I was gonna get to that. So tell me, like, what's your day-to-day? So tell the people, what do you do so they can get an understanding of why under your eyes look like you get no sleep at all?
I'm an event planner, Correy K. I've been planning events for like the last almost 20. What's crazy, this year makes 20 years that I've been doing
You barely
events.
look 20.
I know, right?
You don't even look 20.
That's the Dove soap. The Dove soap keeping me young, man.
All right.
So yeah, I do that, and I'm a full-time father as well.
I love that.
Right now, I have 2 kids, 2 daughters.
That's beautiful.
But I do a lot of work too with different liquor brands and different companies to help them do their marketing. So the minute I open up my eyes, is like my day starts, and it's just going all day, all night, and then even in my downtime, that's why it's hard for me to sleep. Even in my downtime, I'm thinking about different ideas, different things to do. So I'll be home with nothing to do, but I'm just thinking, I'm in my head and trying to plan for the next month, the next day, the next year. So, you know, I get maybe 4 hours sleep a day, 4 or 5 hours. And I know you're supposed to get 8. So
you're supposed to get 8, definitely.
And I know that's the reason for my eyes. So I'm been trying to find something. Sometimes I use those strips, like the under eye strips, and it's not really working, you know.
So the thing about under eye strips is people use it every now and then and think that when they use it, it's going to automatically give them the results.
You got to be consistent with it.
You have to be consistent. So one thing I love to use is this caffeine eye cream. So caffeine helps to depuff.
Okay.
So you get one of these and you apply it every day. It will definitely help, but nothing helps better than sleep, right? And I tell my clients this all the time. You have to take care of yourself. Right. You have to make sure that your green smoothies look straight up. For the circulation, look straight up for me. The circulation, your blood circulation, there's a lot of blood flowing under the eye. So vitamin K, so in like kale has it. A lot of different greens have vitamins that help. And SPF.
Okay.
Do you know about SPF?
That's the sunscreen. I just learned the other day that we're supposed to be using that like every day. I thought it was just like a summer thing, like you just use it.
No, so you're supposed to use it all the time. And I don't know why people don't stress this enough, but SPF is literally like anti-aging cream. But people never talk about it. And what it does is it protects the skin from the layer of your skin from the sun. Okay. So let's say, for example, you have a breakout and you extract it, right? And when you don't protect the skin, the sun goes ahead and it causes like hyperpigmentation. So the sun speeds up aging, and a lot of times like wrinkles under the eye can make the darkness appear more. So using SPF helps with that. Every time you, like, when I hear people explain that, it's like they saying it like so polished and clean, but like, what's like the regular version? Like, SPF is good for your skin and it like just helps. Just put that shit on. SPF helps, and caffeine under eye cream. And
what's a good caffeine under eye cream you were saying?
This one actually, the Inky-less, one of my favorite. Okay. Yep. And I put a lot of my clients onto that. So applying eye cream to me is the solution versus just the under eye strips. Okay. Under eye strips is a good way to pamper yourself, but you still need like a serum or a moisturizer. Okay. Nothing is going to help with anything on the skin without hydration. So. Are
there any brands that's like catered to like African American men, or it really doesn't matter?
It doesn't. With skin, it doesn't matter, right? Only when it comes out to SPF. So SPF, once again, with its importance, a lot of times there's like a ingredient inside of it that causes a white cast. So you have to find SPF brands, which I will link below, that is tailored for more of a translucent finish, which you're not going to see on like Correy skin type. You might not see it on mine, but a lot of times when you go darker, you could see the SPF. But there's brands that I definitely recommend, and I'll also let you know as well. So we're still working on skin. So pretty much, even though we want to keep the skin matte, you still have to add hydration. That's a pro tip right there. Like, no matter how dry or oily or shiny the skin is, use hydration. There's a moisturizer for every single skin type. What I like to do is apply moisturizer, and then if anything, take like a napkin, and I just pat the skin down. Close your eyes for me and inhale.
Smells good.
Yeah, I love that. I feel like that always wakes the skin up, and my clients love it. They feel like they're in Paris at a spa. So tell me a little bit more about yourself. So I know since I was younger, I know like, you know, old Correy, but who's like new, like how the transition, like.
Well, you knew Shotta Correy.
I knew Shotta Correy. Exactly.
Now I had to transition into Correy K. I mean, the main reason is, you know, we're getting older, and the type of rooms that I want to be in, the type of things I want to expose, like my clientele to. I couldn't walk into like a Douce or Ace of Spade boardroom and say like, you know, my name is Shotta Correy and I want to do this and that. They'll look at me like, you know, I'm a killer or something, like, because most people associate Shotta with, you know, the movie. Right. So I figured, why not use my name, you know, and just to have more elevated conversations, more elevated events, and just elevate myself, elevate the people around me. You know, we're getting older, so. And that's where Black Excellence came about. Okay. Black Excellence is, you know, the black tie event is coming up this time of the year, December 14th, actually. So that's my birthday party. That's where we get dressed up in our suits and our gowns, get makeup done, hair done, all that. I was definitely at the Great Gatsby. Yes, it was definitely a good look. Okay. Was there anything that triggered that moment for you to say, you know, I can't be this person if I want to walk into those rooms? Or anything, not
tragic, but what was like the switch, like in the light bulb switch that like I can't keep doing this, I need a switch up? Like,
what's crazy is it's kind of like what I just explained. I used to do an event called Tennis Skirt Lacoste Shirt, and we were looking for funding from Lacoste because we had a lot of kids going out buying Lacoste t-shirts and Lacoste polos and all this stuff. So we had a meeting with corporate, and they wanted to know like what was my name.
Okay.
Like my name, not my real name, but like my, I guess, party name or something. And you know, and they end up seeing a flyer also, and they saw the name Shotta Correy, and they were, you know, asking me, you know, what is that about? What does it mean? This, that, the other, and explaining to these people, these corporate people, like what it is. I could tell that they were like, you know, are we making the right decision here?
Okay, you felt like they were kind of prejudging you.
Kind of were prejudging, and
right.
You know, it is what it is. This was years ago, and we ended up not getting the funding for Lacoste, and that kind of changed my whole perspective on, like, you know, dressing the way you want to be addressed, like, you know, just putting yourself on a certain pedestal so people could view you a different way. And that's what kind of made me want to change my name. That added to it. And then I wanted to do...
Well, you wasn't changing your name. You was just highlighting your name, your real name, who you really are.
Yeah, highlighting my real name. Yes. So, yeah, my name is Correy K, and so Correy K is like my actual name. And I knew I wanted to do a black tie event. And like I said before, it was just about elevating everything around me.
Okay. What would you say to people who felt like, so was there another why can't those people accept us how we are? Like, why would you have to neaten up to be that person? Because working in the industry, a lot of times I feel, no matter how long who I've been around, I've constantly dealt with the whole imposter syndrome. So fighting with who I really am and the environment that I'm in, right? So with that, I always felt like, yo, should I just show these people who Tennille really are? Like, you know, and we've been in huge environments, right? I've been around like still mind-blowing people. So it's like, I always wrestle with that. Like, yes, this is Tennille, this is who I'm showing you, but inside, like when 2-3 drinks is in my system, now you like, what do you say to people that feel like, okay, so what happened to that Correy?
Well, I never really changed. Like, I've always been like a clean cut, you know, nice dressing, talk well. Like, I of course I have fun. I just changed my name only because of to the public, what a Shotta represents. But if it was anything else, I wouldn't have changed. Especially now, in today's world, I tell people, be you, be who you are. Like, they gotta accept you for who you are. If it was today, I would tell people to just be yourself. Now, I'm not saying to walk into a meeting or walk into a boardroom with your pants sagging or, you know, nothing crazy with a do-rag on in a black tie event or something. But I would say be yourself more, like personality. Like, they gotta buy into you. And the best person you could be in life is yourself.
Right.
So why not sell that? If I knew that 15 years ago, or I believed in that 15 years ago, maybe I wouldn't have changed my name. Maybe they would have just had to accept me for who I am, because we are, at the end of the day, it's all about dollars and cents. My name could have been Joe Schmo. Like, I'm bringing in a certain amount of number. I'm bringing in a certain amount of clientele. So I was young before, and before I'm like, you know, I want to do whatever to lock this deal in. It doesn't matter what it is, whatever they need me to do.
I actually think it's genius and it's admirable, honestly. And what I feel like, no matter what, why I wanted you to come and sit down and talk to me and we do these headshots, because I feel like that's important for a lot of young men to see. It's okay to, even though you're still who you are, it's okay to elevate yourself.
Yes, definitely.
Right? And that's what you did here. You elevated yourself, and you know, you're a consistent person. When I say consistent, like some days, if I raise my head, I did a lot. So like, even when, you know, people be like, everybody loves to post. Even though you're not a big poster, but seeing you moving, seeing you doing stuff, that's inspiring, you know?
I appreciate that. And you're inspiring too. Like, I knew you for a long time, and you've definitely been consistent with your work and what you want to do, and you show your personality online too. Is dope, man. It's
I appreciate
very, very
that.
dope. And I know life gets busy for you. So how a person like you in this industry, I know you're very busy, you're always on the go. How is the love life for you? Like, how all your little boy friends treating you? Like, I know you don't got be having time for them to love up and kiss up. So because it's business first, you got to take care of the kids. So how has that been?
So you said the right thing. Having multiple boyfriends does take too much time.
Okay, player.
It's too much work, but having one is good. So my boyfriend right now, like, we're doing well. He understands. He's been apart from the beginning. You know, he's somebody that understands my lifestyle. He saw me start from nothing and create like outstanding opportunities for myself, reach places that turn right over for me, that we both didn't think I would get to, but kind of, shocked by it. So he's very supportive and helps me out a lot with our daughter. So that works. So my love life is cool.
That's good.
It's not a lot of boyfriends anymore. That days is over. Like,
that days is over. We getting 12 for that.
I was single for like 3 years and having fun, like most people should.
Yeah, you gotta get that out your system.
You have to. If it ever really comes out of your system, you just have to know how to discipline yourself and balance it out. So I still go out, I still party, but I go home.
Right.
And that's the key to, this business. That's the key to, being who I am. The key to life. You have to balance it. You go outside, you have fun, then you take your ass home. Look straight up for me. So what about you? How do you, doing what you do, keep the ladies happy?
So you said, how's the Knicks? That's what you said.
I don't watch basketball, so I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm in a relationship right now, and I calmed down a lot because I was single for a while too after me and my first child's mother broke up.
Okay.
And I felt like I had to entertain multiple women to keep them coming to my events. But it actually backfired because the multiple women wanted this multiple time I had to give, multiple feelings, like this person may feel away. And what I've realized is people just love me for me, and people love who I am and what I represent. Like, I don't have to entertain you physically for you to want to come to my events. And
that's it, yeah.
And that's just about maturing as a man. Like, I am who I am. I provide a great service, so it's either you want to come or you don't. Like, you know what I mean? So.
And what, like, did you always realize that's what you was doing? Like, I mean, aside from, yes, you was entertaining multiple women because you wanted them to come to your events, but just being young and handsome and charming with those beautiful eyelashes, like, you was having a good time.
Yeah,
so,
I was.
Right?
I was. But at some point, you got to grow up. Like,
yeah.
I was telling my boy this the other day, a lot of people in our industry, in our age group, I don't think they're going to get married or, like, settle down and have a house or have kids and do, like, the white picket fence life that we see on TV. A lot of the people in our age group is not going to have that because it's almost like they don't want it.
Right.
I don't know if social media gives people too many options. Where it's like we're not seeing a lot of people get married. We're seeing a lot of kids but no weddings. Like,
exactly,
you know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
A lot of my friends and your friends and a lot of people's friends, we're just not gonna see it. People are not gonna be married.
It's not showing much growth in the relationship department.
Yeah, 30 years from now, a lot of these people are still gonna be single, trying to be out every night, and like I don't want that to be me.
But then there's people that's married and do the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah, and not saying you ever supposed to stop going out. Like
right.
You said, it gotta be balanced. Like,
right,
you know
exactly. I mean? Keep the tradition of family alive. And I think that's important. And that's one of the reasons why I felt like after being single for 3 years, it was time to
chill.
Time to chill. And, being single is hard, being in a relationship is hard, right? So people look at it like every woman they know want to be in a relationship. Every female does not want to be in a relationship because relationships are hard. They hurt. They have ups and downs. It comes with a lot of forgiveness. And even with yourself, like, not only men cheat, women cheat.
Women do
cheat, too. So it's like, it's difficult. And I do miss being single some days, but it's nothing like having a home. Like, it's nothing like having people to go home to after a hard day. It's nothing like somebody that you could chop it up with, watch TV.
In a relationship is just that support mentally, spiritually, emotionally, like just having that support. A lot of women are not ready for that.
No.
And a lot of women are not down for that. They just down for a good time, but God forbid there's a rocky road. Are you going to be there for me? Are you going to support me? Are you going to, like, you know, speak that king into me? And that's what I needed the most, is a good support system and stability. You know what I mean?
And a lot of women can be honest and say that they don't want that. And I respect it. A lot of women don't want children, you know, and that's fair. Like, it's a different world now, and we have to accept people for who they are.
Yep.
But they also have to accept themselves. And it's important for us to say, yo, I'm just not ready for a relationship, or I'm just not, you know.
I wish more people would just keep it a buck in the beginning. Like, if you just want to have
That's
sex,
what women say about y'all, like men.
No, but women say that a lot. And then it's like, all right, we hanging out all the time, we chilling. It's just physical, but it always, like, if you're hanging around me every day and you're gonna end up liking me. And then it comes to a point where,
because you're hanging out with them every day, so it's like you're sending that same message,
right? And they're getting the message like, oh, he must like me, but I told you a few months ago that I didn't want a relationship. So
why you spending so much time with me?
Because we chilling, like, you know what I mean? I don't want a relationship. We just chilling.
Okay.
And then it comes down to, so what we doing? Those are the magic 4 words. So what we doing?
Right.
And it's like, yo, ma, I told you that, and that's where the issue comes in. Like, you know what I mean?
I feel like if the intention is not there from the beginning, like if you look at this person and it's just physical, like, I feel like men should learn to leave it alone. You getting more problems. Like, I tell my guy friends that not every girl you cool with, or not everybody is to have sex. If you're not really into a girl like that, leave her friends on her. Like, sis her, cousin her. Like,
I get that.
You know, like, too many guys feel like, all right, I have to do
fuck
it.
Everything,
The lot looks so confused, and I feel like winter is like taking over me. I can't breathe.
Winter's outside. We inside.
We can either go back into talking about the phases, or we could do it all in the post.
In the post, yeah.
I want to do those.
Conversation
I want our conversation to flow like this, and then after we work on the steps. But right now, I just did some color correction and found like just a little makeup work, just to kind of take away some of the darkness under his eyes. Sometimes, you know, I'm gonna say that in after, but sometimes some guys just need it. Like, moisturizer is not gonna do it right away, so you have to make it look like skin. If you want to go in and kind of show.
So I gotta get a makeup kit, is what you're telling me.
All you need is concealer. How's the conversation going?
It's going very well.
You sure?
I promise.
Yeah, you don't lie.
When I go hug women and I get makeup on their shirt.
Oh, right? Corey and I we have a story about that. He still hate me. I still owe you.
A whole shirt.
I owe you a whole suit.
I know. Oh, yeah.
And I have this now.
How you gonna feel?
How you gonna feel, Tanil?
You can have that.
You can have that. Tanil, how you feel?
Put that in your jacket.
I gotta call an Uber in 5 minutes.
Got it.
That's cool?
That's cool. I'm about to set him. Almost. Yeah. Not. I need like here. And then we gotta still do the after photos. Okay. No, not yet. Please. Not even 5 minutes. Like, I need like another 10. We could probably do.
This is the 10?
In the back.
No, what is this now?
This is just setting and mattifying.
She said she's gonna talk to you on that stuff.
Oh no,
Okay.
Not even as that.
This is setting. This is the last step. This is step 3. The last step.
Copy.
Okay.
Just so I can have an understanding of
Look straight up for me.
Alright, and go. Continue talking.
All right. Well, you could keep going, asking questions and stuff. You could carry the conversation until like the last thing you want to talk about.
I'll probably say what you're doing right now.
Yeah, you could say that.
Okay, so last, I'm gonna just apply a little bit of this loose powder, and this is gonna hold and seal all of the product that I just applied in certain areas to take away some hyperpigmentation.
This is the thing. I don't have time to do this like every time I go out. Right? Like a full. What's like a short method to this that you just did that I could do without, you know, all of the stuff you just.
This was a short method, though.
That was a short one.
That was short.
Man. It's gonna take me like half an hour to do all this.
Yeah, I mean, group. You have to. When you
I get it now. When women take like, if we got to be out for 4, you tell them 3.
But this is for headshots, right? If you're going out, like that's different. So right now we're doing this for headshots. If you're going out to an event, all you need is a little bit of moisturizer. And if you want to apply some concealer and powder. Okay. That's it. And if you don't want to apply powder, I have to, stop. I can't breathe. My allergies, I'm sorry. Hold on 1 second. It's so cold and like I'm hearing talking in the back. Yeah, so let's go. I'm catching my breath. A shorter version to this, if you're going out, moisturizer, mattifier. So I always say like a product like this, which I'm about to apply. You can use this before and after, and it's translucent as well. Okay. So you apply it in the T-zone. So the T-zone is from this side of your forehead to the other side and down to the chin. Okay. So it makes a T. And that's usually where most people are shiny, right? So I apply this product right here. It's like a mattifying primer. And all you need is this primer around your nose. Yeah, good. Come through again. Around the mouth. I like how shiny your eyelids get naturally. I think that's a great, like it's a part of like who you are, it's a part of your character. I would just touch it a little bit with some anti-shine. Okay. But nothing too much, but I like to see like glowy, glossy lids. I just think it looks expensive. And that's the key. Like all I want you to do, all you need is a little bit of mattifier, honestly. Got it. Moisturize.
Yeah, text me that whole list.
I'll text you, but #1 product, mattifier for men. It's the skin refined zone. You apply it on the face. That's all you really need. You're not going to see any flashback. And you're not gonna look shiny. That's all. Got it. And a little lip balm, chapstick, no shine, right? So go ahead and
probably explain everything you just did, like the after, like.
I could do that in the after video.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like I could do that breakdown. I want us to wrap up our conversation since you're about to head out. So maybe you could ask me one last question, and that could end the whole. We could take it into the conclusion.
Okay. So did you ever see yourself getting this far, like where you are right now?
Kinda. Since I was a kid, like my mom always spoke greatness into me. Like she was always like telling me like, I could see you like the next Oprah. And I'm like, Ma, Oprah's dramatic. I ended up meeting Oprah. Yeah. So yeah, my mom kind of spoke Oprah into my life. But I knew that anything I put my mind to, I was gonna go full throttle. Like I was gonna go to take it to the top. Kanye always said, like, shoot high. So if you fall midway. So I started off with Love and Hip Hop. And I was getting $75, $100, $150. I wasn't even making money. I just wanted to get into that world because I knew like once you get into that world and you get that experience, you could go anywhere in the world. So it's kind of like my pause is raising because it's like I have touched some amazing faces. I've gotten the opportunity to work with some of the best, and I'm just grateful. Like, so, I mean, yeah, I think I should honor it and say, yes, I did know that I would get this far because I've always believed in myself and had the confidence, That's
dope.
That's dope. Yeah, Correy, I'm proud of you and your Black Excellence Ball. I wish you all the best.
Thank you so
Every
much.
Single year, it's a phenomenal event.
Thank you.
Packed out. Everybody looks outstanding. And I know you're going to be ready.
Super. I gotta come see you right before.
Of course, you gotta come. Of course,
and
I owe you, so it's on me.
Thank you.
It's love, and I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I appreciate your patience. Give me love.
Thanks, Corey. Love all the time.